Hello everyone, Fixxxer here, and today we're going to play a game called Draugen. This was developed and published by Red Thread Games. They're known for creating Dreamfall chapters. So you can get this game on Steam. It's $20. It is a story-heavy game, like seriously heavy. If you're watching and you like what you see, maybe stop watching, grab the game yourself, support a developer who's willing to put out a game such as this. Now they describe it as a Fjord Noir set in 1920s Norway. Again, this is story heavy. I'm ready to play. Day one, apparently. Now this is a mystery. We are out looking for our missing sibling, I believe.
Cold.
Oh,
it's a fjord. You're not going swimming.
Boo. You're such a wet blanket, teddy bear.
You know I don't like it when you call me...
Edward Charles Hardin, Esquire.
Will you promise to behave on land?
Don't I always?
Lissy, promise.
Oh, piffle and phonus balonus, Teddy. You ought to know better than to ask. Yes, I'll behave. I'll be a proper young lady. I shan't run or climb things or laugh too loud or call anyone old bean. Aside from you. So, do you think we'll find your Betty in, what did you call this village? Gravewick?
Edward knows in his heart that his sister is here.
Gravewick?
It's been months since he's last heard from Elizabeth.
Language. I don't much care for it.
Edward wonders yet again.
Perhaps Betty found herself a burly Viking warrior.
Why she gotta talk while I'm talking?
Put horns on her hat. Drinks mead out of a chalice. Eats goat meat off the bone. That sort of thing.
She's there.
How can you know for sure?
She's my sister.
But how can you know?
I just do. In her letter, she wrote about...
But that's months ago. She could have gone anywhere.
Without writing or telegraphing her editor in New York, she wouldn't do that. Betty's...
Oh, the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, Little Miss Perfect.
Alice, you're talking about my sister.
Fine. I'm sorry. Elizabeth's a darb. We all love her dearly. And Teddy Bear, Edward, we will find her. Betty's fine. Why, we'll see her as soon as we get to shore. She'll shower you with kisses and berate you for coming all this way from Hanover, Massachusetts to the middle of positively nowhere Scandinavia way just to chase
Norway.
her down. Everything will be Jake, old fruit. Is that it? Is that Groovewoke? It looks so peaceful and beautiful.
That's pretty.
And so desolate. Like a place built for ghosts.
Finally. I don't think I could do this for much longer.
Can't you row any faster? I'm getting frightfully bored.
How about you take over, Alice?
You slay me, Teddy, old bean.
Is that proper English for 1920s?
Was that thunder?
Still distant. The boat will be in safe harbor by the time the weather arrives.
So you say. But I say put your back into it, because we're sitting ducks out here. Quack, quack.
She seems awfully goofy.
It's so quiet. Where is everyone?
Probably working. I know it's a foreign concept to you, but that's something normal people do.
Hardy har har.
The Fretland farm is up the hill somewhere.
Up where?
Up there!
I believe it's that farmhouse, all the way at the top.
Hot dog! Let's ankle!
Hold on. Let me read the letter from Mrs. Fretland first.
I'll meet you up there, old sport. I want to explore. Last one's a skunk's tail.
I don't know who this person is.
Ready?
Be
Get out of here.
careful. The ground's muddy. You could slip and fall.
See you in 2 shakes.
Alright, let's read this letter then. Oh god, please.
Dear Mr. Hardin, we would like to extend an invitation to visit our home. Troubled to hear of your sister's disappearance. No news to share. You'll find our farm on top of the hill. I hope I got that right. Look forward to seeing you here in October. Yours faithfully, Anna Fretland. Well, I'm here. Where are you?
Interesting that he skims
Did you make
it.
it to Grovik, Betty? And why did you pick this forlorn hole under the mountains? Also sprach Zarathustra.
Teddy,
Why did...
coming? I'm almost there.
Alright.
On my way. Righto. Step to it, teddy bear.
Well, that is the theme for 2001, A Space Odyssey. You know, the one at the beginning with when they're showing the apes and whatnot. So, problem. This is as fast as I can go. I hope that's not a thing.
Just stick to the path and you'll find me.
Okay, so I think the game's telling me that if I'm looking for secrets, I'm not going to find any. I think that's what it just said. Nicholas Bolton as Edward, okay. Well, I don't know. This is a circle on it, and it's off the path. Oh, maybe I can come back to it then. Okay, well, that's Norwegian. So is that? So yeah, I don't know. The dialogue seems kind of weird, right? I don't... Some of those words, I don't think they used in the 1920s, but, you know... Oh, I can rest?
Are you coming?
Just taking a break.
Hurry up. Storm's getting closer.
Why was I allowed to take a rest? I don't know. I can rest again. This is a long, hard climb. Do I get to rest again? What is this? Why do I get to take so many breaks going up this hill?
Edward Charles Hart, I'm waiting for you.
I guess the game wants me to sit and appreciate the PT. Is that where I'm going? Up there? Yeah, I think it is. I'm guessing we'll be coming back to those places down there. So he starts breathing heavily right around the time where I get to a rest point. I hope that's not an actual thing. I hope it's just this intro. I don't want to spend the game having to take breaks all the time. So, who is she? That's a weird rock formation. Who is she to us? Why did we bring her here to help us find our sister? I'm assuming that we're American and not Norwegian. since we are speaking English, but I don't know if we're speaking English because it's just easier for people to play and enjoy the game, or if it's because they're English characters.
Seriously?
You're not the one carrying a suitcase.
What's in the suitcase? I feel like he's got stuff in the suitcase that make it very heavy.
What took you so long?
I'm not 17.
Nor are you 70. Put some spring into your step, old sport.
Did you see the flag? It's at half-mast. Someone died.
So this is it, huh? Nice digs. But seriously, where is everyone?
So I was going to comment on the mast that it was half-mast, but I wasn't sure if Norway did that.
This is starting to creep me out.
Finds the silence odd, but these are hard-working people.
Must be somewhere. They can't all have vanished. What's that Arthur Conan Doyle story? The one about the empty ship drifting in the open sea? That story.
Perhaps everyone's indoors. The rain's picking up.
You first, old bean.
I mean, it's a very weird sky for it to be rainy. Excuse me. Can I look around first?
Where are you going?
I just want to see
Edward, I'm talking to you.
Awkward. This is a very weird barn or whatever it is. It's also very
Where are
dark.
you going?
Can't interact with it. Alright. Fair enough.
Edward, get back here. I'm talking to you.
Okay. Awkward again. Good lord, look how large those mountains are.
Where are you going?
I'm coming back. Settle down.
Hello? Anyone there? Mr. Fretland? Mrs. Fretland? This is Edward Charles Harden, the American. We've exchanged letters.
Maybe they went on holiday and left the door open. Give it a shake and a rattle.
I can't just barge into their home.
It's not a crime if you're invited.
Who are you? And your ideas are all bad. I have to actually just barge into their home.
I'm coming in. This is Mr. Harden. Hello? Is anyone home?
This house is as empty as a bird's nest in December.
Okay.
Hey, you want to check out the upstairs?
No. Edward already feels uneasy about intruding on this host's privacy. Yes, I do.
Certainly not. I'm going to sit down and wait for the Fretlands.
Maybe there are extra comfortable chairs upstairs. Well, I didn't want to go upstairs anyway. It's creepy.
There must be a sitting room on this floor.
So, I need to change the gamma, I think. Alright, that's good enough. It's a little too bright, but I'm gonna...
This is the
At least I can see.
Hello? Anyone there?
Alright, well...
Oh, this is nice. Charmingly rustic. The Boston Beaumont would pay a pretty penny for this setup. I thought foreigners lived differently. This is almost like an American home.
People are people wherever you go.
Thanks, Proust.
That wallpaper, though.
The books are all in English.
Isn't that a bit odd?
Mrs. Fretland is Scottish, though she grew up in Olisund.
Have you been secretly communicating with Johann's winsome wife, Edward dearest?
Certainly not. She was the one who wrote me, because Mr. Fretland's English
I was
isn't as...
only joking. Lighten up, old sport. Don't be such a pill. Look! Family pictures. They must be the, what did you call them?
The Fretlands.
Right. Anna and John?
Johann.
This is honestly not what I'd pictured. They're very presentable. Not at all like turnip farmers.
They're not turnip farmers. That must be Johann Fretland, master of the house.
What makes you think he's the master of anything? It's 1923, Teddy, old boy. Women can vote.
Okay. Press when Lizzie is nearby to talk. Well, I'm not... no.
Johann went and found himself a delectable bride.
Alice, please.
What can I say? She's a minx.
Anna Fretland is a respectable woman. Her letter was courteous and professional.
Didn't you say she was a city girl? Must have been awfully hard to adjust to life in the sticks. I can relate.
Hanover isn't the sticks.
Says you. I'm guessing their daughter is the master of this house. She's cute as a button. I can't wait to meet her. She's guaranteed to be more fun than you.
Why are you here? I don't know. Let's check other things out. Why would I need to zoom here?
There's the Stave Church.
Do you think that's where they've all gone? Maybe there's a very popular funeral.
The flag was at half-mast, but no sign of life out there.
Where do you think they've gone?
The Fretlands.
The Fretlands, the Hansons, the Jensens, all of them.
I'm sure they'll be back soon.
It's like a dead land. As though its soul has departed.
It's really coming down.
How about a quick run in the rain?
You can't be serious.
You're already a wet blanket, Teddy Bear. It's not like you'll get any wetter.
You can see the whole village from up here.
Do you want to go sightseeing?
Tomorrow. It's getting late, and the rain's not abating.
Alright, let's read this note.
Dear Mrs. Fretland, I trust this letter finds you and your husband in good health. I wrote to inform them about when I'd be arriving. So where are they?
Do they even have calendars? Maybe they don't know what day it is.
Oh my god.
Despite appearances, we haven't gone back in time. They have calendars.
Okay.
Home feels very far away.
Are we feeling melancholy again?
I've never been this far from Hanover.
It's about time we got you out of that dreary old house, Teddy Bear.
I asked about Elizabeth.
And they hadn't seen her?
Mrs. Fretland promised she'd write if she heard anything. There wouldn't be many female reporters from New York and Western Norway.
Why would she come here in the first place?
Betty always has her reasons. The thought of boarding that infernal ocean liner again.
I quite enjoyed it. So much room for exploration and mischief.
So many opportunities for seasickness and claustrophobia.
Don't be a Debbie Downer. I'm sure your tummy will be better behaved on the return voyage. And you'll be craving enclosed spaces after a week in this wide-open wilderness.
Dear Mrs. Fretland, or Mr.? I think it's Mrs. I trust this letter finds you and your husband in good health. Okay, so it's Mrs. Thank you for your gracious invitation to stay in your home this October. I hope it will present no inconvenience to your family. I'm presently preparing for the Atlantic voyage on the SS Fjord and plan to depart Boston later this month. I've still had no word from my sister Elizabeth, though. I hope she has made it to Gravik in the time since the last letter. If this is the case, and if at all possible, I would greatly appreciate receiving a cable with the news. If Elizabeth cannot compensate you for the cost, I will of course do so as soon as I arrive. In regards to the dates of my travels, I shall be arriving in Elsund? I don't know what that says. Via ferry from Bergen on October the 15th. Alright, and I can't change the page. I don't know. I don't know.
Did you hear something?
No?
No.
Must be the wind under the door. Or the churning sea. Or the interminable rain. Or flesh-eating ghouls waiting to pounce.
Alice, honestly.
You're the one who reads Poe to me. Don't blame me for having an active imagination.
We have snooping to do, girl.
Well, those boys look proud as peacocks. What does it say there? Groovy?
Gruben. The mine.
Maybe that's where everyone is.
Oh God.
Digging for precious jewels in the Stygian abyss.
From what I learned of this place during the brief stay in Ålesund, the iron mine shut down 20 years ago.
You know what that means? Whenever there's an iron mine, especially if it's been shut down, shenanigans are afoot. There are ghosts and other forms of creatures like wendigos and whatnot. Let us start with, I guess, May.
Johan Fretland exits Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
So the brothers parted ways?
Johan sold his share to focus on farming.
That must have put a damper on their relationship.
I thought those are actual words.
Tragic accident befalls the Fretland Brothers Mining Company.
What happened?
The mine collapsed, killing 3 workers, including Arne Fretland, Frederick and Johan's younger brother.
That's awful. How old was he?
19. Operations were suspended after the accident. Foreign investors out of Frederick Fretland's mining company. Dire financial consequences for Fretland, who must have had a difficult time after his brother Johan Fretland pulled out earlier this year.
Johan was smart to exit when he did.
The timing is curious, like he knew something was about to go awry.
Okay. I've played so many games where there's a mining accident that's more than just a mining accident and ends up haunting the town or something. It seems to happen an awful lot. Man, look at that stove! Or whatever that is. What is that? I thought it was a stove, but there... I can't... Eve 47? I don't know. There's wood. Would look like a stove to me. Okay.
Oof. That's a grim sight, old bean.
I'm exhausted and soaked to the bone.
Let's get you to bed.
We'll wait for the Fretlands. It's only courteous.
There's something weird about her. I have a feeling like she's part of my imagination or something. I'm not sure she's actually here. Oh, that's...
Betty.
Have you gone screwy again, Teddy? That's not Betty. That's...
Scarf. I'd know it anywhere.
It doesn't look like anything to me. It just
She bought
looks
it in
like...
Bloomingdale's the Christmas before last. When she came home that year, she showed it off, dancing around the sitting room until I got dizzy watching her.
I think you're misremembering. She couldn't make it home that year. Again.
No, you're wrong. I'm sure she was there.
Whatever. It's not like you pay any attention to me when Betty's around. I might just as well be a ghost.
So, I don't know if this is anything, alright? This is probably me just seeing something that isn't there. But you notice how she said, it doesn't look like anything to me. Now, that phrase didn't really mean a whole lot up until a couple years ago. But if you have seen the show Westworld, you'll know that that is the response of the non-humans when they aren't sure what to make of something. Or if something challenges their sense of self or challenges what they are, they'll say something like that. It doesn't look like anything to me. And I find it interesting that she says that. It could be a complete coincidence, right? Or it could be a nod to the show, if the show was any kind of inspiration. I don't know. I find it interesting that they haven't addressed who this girl is yet. We know the guy. We know he's got a sister named Betty. But why is this girl with us? They haven't mentioned anything of the sort. I find that peculiar.
Look, it is her scarf. It even smells like her perfume. Shalimar.
But what if that's not?
She's here. I'm finally going to find her.
That's great, Edward, really. I wouldn't want you to get your hopes up. I mean, where's everyone gone to? Something's not right, I'm telling you. Teddy? Edward, what's wrong?
Lightheaded, that's all.
You're having another spell. You know what happens when you exert yourself.
So,
Sit down. That's an order from your commander.
Yes. Fine.
the new apron pattern. Okay.
What are you doing? Come sit down.
I just feel like something weird is going
I
on.
just need to catch my breath. Just for a moment.
I want you to lie down. Lie down and close your eyes. It's been a strenuous day. What with the rowing and the dragging of the suitcase up the hill.
But what if the Fretland...
I'll keep an eye out. I promise. If they come home, I'll wake you. Now, lie down, close your eyes, breathe deeply.
I'm just going to...
Shh.
So, all right.
Elizabeth? Is that you? Betty? Lissy? Lissy, are you here?
Call for Lissy. All right, before we begin and investigate this, let's talk about the word Draugen. First of all, when I saw the trailer for this game and whatnot, I just kind of figured Draugen was perhaps some Norwegian location or something, right? I didn't really think a whole lot about it. However, considering the mine and the accident in the mine, which usually foreshadows that, why would they point that out if it's not a focal point of the game? And this may sound silly, but if you are an Elder Scrolls fan, you know that they have creatures that have been in their mines called Draugen. Now, I thought that was a made-up word for Elder Scrolls. Maybe it's not. Maybe that word is based in some actual mythology that we've had in the real world, and it was just put into Elder Scrolls or whatever. So, is Draugen like the actual real word? Is Draugr pulled from some kind of Norwegian myth? I have no idea. I didn't know. But I suspect that's the case at this point. Now that I realize that this game, even though they called it a Fjord Noir, I feel like we're going to find some supernatural baloney going on around here.
Where are you?
Totally having everything to do with the mines.
Hello? Hey, who's there? Betty? Elizabeth? Wait!
All right, so, and I, sorry if you're not interested in this stuff, but, so I find that interesting, again, that they used a flashing light to show a silhouette. So, in Kentucky Route Zero, when you're in the mine, which had a collapse, and it killed hundreds of people, if I remember correctly, not 3 or whatever this game had. When you're traveling through the mines, there are lights attached to like the ceilings, right, for people to. Anyways, the lights will flicker, and every now and again when they flicker, you see the silhouette of the dead miners. And in like Night in the Woods, when you're in the mine, which has all the cultists in it, when the light flickers, you see the silhouettes of the cultists. So I'm finding the similarities very interesting.
Lizzie, there's someone outside. It might be Betty.
I would like to explore upstairs at this point, now that I know...
You in here, Lizzie?
Interesting that the game won't let me go in here. It just lets me peek in the door. I have no control over that. Alright, well, can I go up here now that...
Lizzie, are you upstairs?
It won't let me go up there. I kind of wish we went up there with Lizzie. Alright. What's this? This is a place to store people under the stairs.
Who's out there? Hello? Betty?
This is
Lizzie?
mildly concerning.
I'm not alone.
Well, Lizzie's here with you. So... Is that supposed to be a footprint? Because it's just one footprint in all of this. That would feel kind of weird to me. I can run now! Oh, thank God. That slow movement was driving me up a wall. Does that mean I can explore? That's a weird light source thing. Okay. I have a feeling there's no, like, hidden objects and stuff in this game that you're supposed to find. So, I'm not going to spend too much time exploring nooks and crannies.
I can hear you! Betty? Alice! Alice, where are you?
Wait a minute.
Who goes there? Wait!
Which one was Alice? Lizzie is not the nickname for Alice, right? Alice was a separate person? Oh my God, there's been so many names already, I don't remember which is which. That's a wee bit concerning.
Someone there?
Right, these light rays are kind of weird and annoying. Yeah, the light rays are a little much.
Hello?
It's just a sheep, you fool.
Are you out there, Betty? Betty, is that you? Are you there, Betty?
He's gonna yeah. Saw that coming.
Shit.
Can't see. Can't see.
Elizabeth, are you there?
Okay. Again, I'm not sure I need to... I have a strong urge to look around, but I have a feeling this is quite linear. That's a weird sound, isn't it? Can I go up that? No? I guess we're really close to the water then.
Can you hear me?
Wait, what is this? Is that a
The boat, Edward!
bird cage?
Where's our boat?
Lizzie.
Edward's not happy with her wandering off on her own. He's certain he saw his sister in the window, but if so, where is she? Edward isn't sure he heard her correctly. What happened to the boat? Well, let's address the silhouette in the window.
Did you see her? Did you see Betty?
What? Betty? No. No, Our boat, it's gone.
The boat... What? How?
Maybe you didn't secure it properly.
I pulled it up. I don't know. I thought I tied it securely, but... Where did you go?
Out? For a walk. It stopped raining and...
I think... Betty... It was Betty. It was her. It must have been her. I saw her face in the window, and she vanished into the dark towards the sea. You really didn't see anyone?
I haven't seen a single soul. Are you sure it was her and
Yes.
not...
I mean, I saw her face, and it looked like her.
Well, if it was her, why did she run away?
I don't know. It's getting dark. Back to the house. Then tomorrow.
Tomorrow's another day, Teddy Bear. We'll figure it out. Right now, let's get you cleaned up. Look at you. You've got mud all over yourself. And then you really need to sleep. You must be exhausted. Come on.
I don't trust her. Something weird is going on.